What's up, guys? Enkiri here, and I've got a little change of pace for you guys today. Everybody wants to talk about training like an athlete, but I don't see too many motherfuckers actually putting their money where their mouth is. So that's what I'll be doing today. And this workout isn't anything special. It's just a Tuesday for me. No PRs were hit, and the broad jumping was in fact subpar. But that kind of goes on to illustrate my point, which is this is just how I train. Week in and week out, I'm always doing something resembling this because exercises like this are how you actually translate strength and power built in the weight room into more athletic endeavors. And not all those sessions are going to be aces. Sometimes you're just putting in the work. So anyway, I kicked things off by pairing the heavy kettlebell swing with some light bounding sets. I was aiming for like 80 to 85% of maximum perceived effort on the early sets of bounding, and I moved up to the 90% range towards the end there once I was kind of springing off the ground a little bit better. But I didn't really have it here with the jumps. I felt a little bit glued to the floor during this session, and I think it's because my Sunday workouts have been pretty brutal lately, with zombie squats that I've been pushing pretty hard, along with some resisted sprints and weighted jumps, and by the time Tuesday rolls around, I haven't quite been fully recovered for this session the last couple of weeks. Hopefully that changes soon though. I did actually hit a decent set on the last series here, but I was still mostly just grinding with these jumps. Now the swings were interesting. This was the first time in I don't know how long that I played around with these without the additional band resistance, and it's a bit of a different game that way. I actually prefer doing them with the band, but without the band, they felt really fucking easy. The problem was, it was a slightly different motor pattern that I wasn't quite used to. So my weight kept getting shifted off balance every now and then. But still, I went up to an easy set of 10 reps with 200 pounds, and I could have kept going. I might start to include these once a week without the band, in addition to doing them once a week with the band like I have been doing, just to see how heavy I can work up to for like a solid set of 15 or 20 reps. I think that would be pretty chill. I wanted to keep these sets nice and easy though because I didn't want to build up too much fatigue from these. Mostly I was just using them for the potentiation effect and to get in a little smidgen of extra work for my hammies. These two exercises do actually pair really fucking nicely though. Next, I moved on to some resisted contrast sprints. Here, I'm taking 135 pounds down for 15 yards, and then I'm coming back with just 45 pounds for 15 yards. The rest time in between the contrast pairs is literally just the time it takes me to take the two extra 45-pound weights out of the sled and then turn around and get set up at the line. So it's pretty minimal, and that's by design. Then, in between the pairs, I probably rest for about 2 minutes on average, I would say. I think I did 6 or 7 of these pairs in total. I didn't warm them up because I was already warm from the jumping and the swinging, but I didn't go quite full out on the first set there because of that. Now, after that, I started going pretty hard, and after a few runs, I felt like I was really starting to get moving. In fact, at the end, after doing the 6 or 7 contrast pairs, was when I really felt the best that I had felt the entire session. You know, I'm getting kind of old at this point, and it takes me a little while to get going sometimes. But, so since I was really feeling good at that point, I didn't want to stop. So I decided I would just hit some extra runs with just the 45-pound sled, and then I would just walk it back and immediately go again until I felt like I was slowing down. And I ended up doing, I think, 9 extra runs in probably less than 10 minutes total that way. And they felt really good. I really felt like I was balling on those, especially towards the end there. So that's good stuff. And I really want to get a timing system for these. I found a pair of legit timing gates for a reasonable price, but it's a small company and they're out of stock at the moment for quote unquote a few weeks. And I asked them to hold one for me, but then they went radio silent, which is kind of fucking annoying. But the reason I want it so badly, other than being able to accurately track my speed and power progress incrementally over time, will be for the instant feedback. And that might be even more valuable, to be honest. Here, you kept hearing me say, it felt good, it felt good, it felt good, right? Well, if you have a timing system, that gives you instant feedback, and there's no longer any subjectivity involved whatsoever. It doesn't matter if it felt good or if it felt bad, because it was either fast or it was slow, and you know it right then and there. And you can use that information to your advantage to dictate whether you should keep running or not, as opposed to the subjective measure of fatigue, for instance. If you're still producing maximum power, there's no reason to end the session. You only call it when your speed drops off. So that will be an invaluable tool for me, and I'm really psyched to get it eventually, but we'll see how much I have to hound them before I can get a hold of one. I'm always amused at businesses that don't seem interested in taking my money, but anyway, I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed the workout. Please be sure to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And definitely leave me some love in the comments down below. Keep training hard, and I will catch you guys next time.